The more important and desirable something feels, the more insecure you become. The tighter your grip on control over yourself or the situation, the more tense and restricted you feel. The more anxiety and worry you carry, the more likely it is that your fears come true. Guilt, in particular, can turn life into the miserable existence of someone constantly failing. In an attempt to escape this mental maze, people often seek confidence by any means necessary. One way is to go on the offensive, acting aggressively toward the world as a way to mask their own insecurity. By projecting power and decisiveness, they try to build a wall of confidence. But this approach takes a lot of energy, and the wall always eventually crumbles. The energy used to force control just creates unnecessary pressure and resistance to how things naturally unfold. Sooner or later, this kind of person ends up burned out and defeated, and they have to start building the wall all over again. Another approach is to skip building a foundation of real confidence altogether and instead rely on blind bravado. But this kind of overconfidence is really just fear turned inside out. It creates the illusion of strength, where there's actually nothing. If your confidence has no real basis, it becomes excessive and unstable. Worse, when you act overconfident, you inevitably clash with others, especially if you compare yourself to them. Imagine someone standing alone in the middle of a desert, yelling, "The world is at my feet." Harmless, right? No one cares. But the moment that baseless confidence is measured against someone else's ability, a power dynamic forms. Confidence built on comparison, especially if it's fueled by arrogance or contempt, creates tension. That kind of fake confidence will eventually be punished, whether it's a slap on the wrist or a kick in the ass. There's also a kind of exaggerated confidence that shows up when a timid person suddenly gets a taste of what confidence feels like. It's an emotional high, temporary and deceptive. It doesn't last,